All right, I wanted to record this game before I went on to the next one because I thought it was pretty cool. I wanted to explain a couple things. I'm a, I don't know, advanced beginner, early intermediate player. I'm not great. Obviously, I only got a 892 ranking here on chess.com. I have a slightly higher ranking elsewhere, but it doesn't matter. I'm not into the numbers. If you're a beginner, I'm going to explain my logic. If you're an advanced player, please in the comments below tell me why my logic is wrong, because I know it is. Anyway, it worked out in my favor this time. So I'm playing against pawn to king 4, which is a e4, which is a classic opening. So I always respond with the queen pawn advancing the queen pawn 1, so d6. Why am I doing that? Because he brings out his queen early. I don't know why. Because I'm going to bring out my knight. And if my opponent advances to e5, threatening my knight, yeah, I could take. But if he's like, let's say he like advances his pawn to, I guess I could probably, well, either way, I have a place for the knight to go if I get threatened. Let's put it that way. The knight can go to d7 if I'm threatened. All right, so he moves up. So normally, a lot of people would try to take space here, but he defends his pawn. And I attack his queen just because I can. I fully expected him to do something like h3, move the pawn to threaten my bishop. But he doesn't. He moves his pawn. He moves his knight in a very strange place. Usually you don't want your knights, at least this is what I've been told. I don't want my knights near the side of the board because at this point his knight can basically only move like 4 different squares. Whereas if it's in the middle of the board, it can cover 8 different squares. Right? So he's just halved the power of his knight. Seemingly to no good effect, and I was able to take his queen as a result. I don't know how he missed that. So I'm playing against somebody who's 863. Didn't work out too well. But that's not really what I'm talking about here. I mean, obviously that was a blunder. But later what I wanted to show you, here, let's move a couple moves here. So he does threaten me. I do take. He takes with this. I am going to do like a King's Indian kind of castle over here. And I see, I have a fork here. So one of his pieces is going to die. And I haven't even castled yet, but I'm going to do that because I got the opportunity. It's going to be the knight that dies. Now, he's got a pawn already like on the 5th rank. And this is going to cause me a little bit of trouble. Like, I'm not able to maneuver as much as I want to be able to. My pawn structure is all messed up. Look at how beautiful his pawns are. So it's a Ponzi scheme. Anyway, when he advances his pawn to the 6th rank, now it's going to stay there. Like, nothing's going to like change. But again, it's a little bit uncomfortable. Here's the move I wanted to talk about. Advancing the rook to the 7th rank. Okay, so obviously the way the board is labeled here, it's rank number 2 if you're playing from the white side. But if you're playing against your opponent, it's going to be the 7th rank away from your side of the board. So a rook on the 7th rank can just wreak havoc, right? It can like take pawns like that. It has to be addressed. And now it's going to give me the opportunity to, that was a check, right? He has to move his king. I move in even further. Wait, why did I move there? Oh, I could take the pawn if I wanted to. But instead, I put him in check, right, with my knight. Now, the knight's going to get captured by the pawn, but that's okay because I'm going to take it with the queen. Now, he has a free move, so he's going to go to my 7th rank, and that's a really great move, you know, because he can do all kinds of stuff. He can collect these pawns, but the problem is I'm going to put him in checkmate. So there's check, and then he's in the corner, checkmate, because I have my rook on the 7th rank as well. So you see the power of having a rook on 7th rank. That's basically what I wanted to talk about in this video. So this was a weird game, but usually really good players defend against that. So, all right, I hope you have a great day. If you have any questions, smash like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, and I definitely need help learning. I'm learning how to play chess, so please help me. I need it. Take care.